Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, welcome to New York Institute of Technology's 59th Annual Commencement Ceremony.
Honored graduates and guests, learned faculty, and esteemed members of the administration, I now declare this 2020 virtual commencement of New York Institute of Technology open.
Singing the national anthem is Emily Taffor, a member of the class of 2020.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
New York Institute of Technology's Board of Trustees Chair, Kevin Silva, will now deliver welcoming remarks.
Good morning, students, parents, faculty, and friends. I'm Kevin Silva, Chair of the NYIT Board of Trustees and Executive Vice President of Voya Financial, America's retirement company. Welcome to your 2020 graduation. A new experience for you, although maybe not the experience you had envisioned when you started this journey. You are launching yourselves into a new future, one that was not envisioned even a year ago. As an employer of a Fortune 500 company, I've had to prepare our employees to survive in this post-COVID new world. As you launch your careers into this new world, you must know that everything has changed. Where we work, home versus the office. How we work, many times remotely. How we communicate, online. How we sell our products and services, many times remotely. How we interact with each other in the world and in the workplace. And so you have an opportunity to solve these new challenges in new ways. But first, reflect and ask yourself, what's my purpose in this new world? How will I add value in this new environment? And how will I connect with others and communicate? This new world will be very different than the one that preceded it. The old world may never return in that same form. And therein lies new problems to be solved, new opportunities, and new hope. And so I encourage you to think about how you will help be part of the new world and make a difference in the lives of others. You can and you will make a difference, and your NYIT experience has prepared you to make that difference. I'm wishing you great success in the future. Congratulations, class of 2020. It's now my pleasure and a great point of pride to introduce this year's student speaker, Ashley Lorin Dent, among the 54 exemplary student veterans who graduate today from New York Tech.
Hello, family, friends, faculty, and staff of New York Tech. We are so grateful for your never-ending support, especially now at this very unique and historic graduation for the amazing class of 2020. 70 times I have had to say the following words as I have knelt and placed a United States flag in the hands of a mother, brother, husband, daughter, friend. On behalf of the President of the United States, the United States Air Force, and a grateful nation, please accept this flag as a symbol of our appreciation for your loved one's honorable and faithful service. 70. I was the last image of their loved one's military service and life. And one time it hit me. Someday, someone I loved will be handed a flag to honor me. I was woke. All I could think about was I really living life to the fullest? Was this my calling? You see, my secret was I had other dreams. Starting my own production company to tell the stories of people whose society is forgetting. Writing children's books to show little Black and brown girls that they too are beautiful. And creating my nonprofit to empower and advocate for physically, sexually, mentally abused women. And let's not forget our women veterans. Lots of dreams. I know, like a lot. But I was afraid to leave the military because it afforded me a pretty good life. I had a career. I was pretty darn good at it. I had money. I had a car that I paid off, by the way. I bought a house. I traveled all over the world. Y'all, I even got to shake President Obama's hand. But my enlistment was ending. So this was the time. I could stay or I could bounce. Was I insane to pursue my dreams? Everyone I knew surely thought so. That's for sure. So I was terrified. But I had faced bullets, war. I could do this. I jumped off that cliff and I left. I kicked fear in the butt. And this Southern Belle from Atlanta took her terrified self to New York Tech. Oh, I was so scared that people would think that I was weird because I always grabbed a seat next to the door or because loud noises scare me. Did I really make the right decision by leaving? Or was this just some type of pipe dream? And then I began getting active on campus and meeting people. And I noticed no one cared where I sat or ever asked about my loud noises issue. In fact, I met a ton of other vets going through the same thing as I was. And then came all the cool stuff that New York Tech made possible. My own TV show called Melanin Madness, highlighting issues unique to living in this world as a brown woman. Dream 1, check. An awesome producing a documentary class in Paris with EFAP. Did you hear me? Paris. Dream 2, check. I even got to go and speak before Congress about a bill that I drafted to help improve the process of military members leaving service. Not even on my list of dreams. Check, check, check. I've learned so much about myself, and I've grown into a brave woman that I really feel proud of. I've learned by facing my fear and kicking it to the curb, that's how dreams are made. Who would have thought I'd be the person speaking to you today? Of course, who would have thought I'd be doing it through a computer screen instead of in a huge tent in front of 8,000? COVID-19 has changed things in more ways than we could have ever imagined. Actually, your speaker, me, is a survivor of the virus. Talk about fear. Y'all, there were so many nights that I cried, begging and praying God not to let me die. I kept saying, I don't want to die alone. I don't want to have a funeral with no family there to accept the flag on my behalf. In classes, I felt so far behind. I was terrified that I'd fail. Fear, fear, fear. Somehow, though, I dug deep and I started reminding myself of who I was. I dodged bullets, left a cushy job for the unknown, and started an entirely new life for myself. I was going to rise up. One of my COVID TV binges was Little Fires Everywhere. And in one episode, Kerry Washington, for all you gladiators out there, says something that really struck me. Sometimes you need to scorch everything to the ground and start over. After the burning, the soil is richer and new things can grow. People are like that too. They start over. They find a way. When I left the military, when I came to New York, throughout my illness, the earth of my life had been shattered and scorched. Always better than before. Always. We are all literally living through scorched earth right now. And yes, we're terrified. How will we make it? Get jobs, continue our education, pay our bills? Well, we are the class of 2020. We are the generation of doers, innovators, teachers. We advocate for those in need. We are entrepreneurs. We don't think outside the box. We don't see a box. We have persevered in the face of a global pandemic that has altered how we live in this world for all time. And still, we have made it to this day, our graduation. We are exactly who this world needs to right this ship. We can and we will use the gifts that we've been given at New York Tech and make things grow again. We will not let fear stop us. And when the history of this time is written, it will redefine who the greatest generation was. Long believed to be the generation that lived throughout the Great Depression and World War II, it will now say it was us. You, each of you. Because when we had to, we kicked fear's butt and new things grew. We will persevere, we will overcome, we will rise up. Now let's go do it. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Please welcome New York Institute of Technology's president, Dr. Hank Foley.
Hello, and congratulations, New York Tech class of 2020. Doers, makers, innovators, and healers, one and all. In spite of the unfortunate distance that separates us because of the COVID-19 crisis, we still want this day to be a momentous one for all of you. Let me extend the congratulations of all the faculty and staff at New York Tech directly to you. Today is a day of celebration. Today is when we proudly say you've earned our respect, our admiration, and most of all, our very best wishes. Every single one of you has earned it. And to the parents and loved ones joining us today, congratulations to you too. You've also earned it. Now, there are over 2,600 New York Tech graduates today. About 47% of you are earning undergraduate degrees. Another 53% are receiving graduate, doctoral, and advanced certification degrees. You range in age from 18 to 67 years old and represent 34 states and 65 countries. It's almost a microcosm of the entire planet right here at New York Tech. What a glorious moment. A moment that is even more special considering the unexpected events of this past semester. Those events brought us here today virtually. And together, here we are, united as a community virtually, but celebrating your accomplishments, your perseverance, and your hard work. The overwhelming majority of you may feel uncertain about your near and longer term future, and that is completely understandable. For most graduates, even in the best of years, there's always a feeling of uncertainty at commencement. It's natural, and it would be here even in the absence of the global pandemic. But I'm confident that your New York Tech education, your credentials, who you are, and how you conduct yourselves will lead you to a bright future, and that bright future is just around the corner. Now, graduates, ask yourself, not only what needs to be done in this world, but as you go out to conquer new challenges, what other questions should you ask? Let me offer a few suggestions. 1, do I listen to the perspectives of other people? Probably nothing more important could I share with you as advice than to take that question to heart. Number 2, do I honor a perspective that is different than mine? Again, so important to be understanding and to be empathetic of the position of others. And 3, how do these apply in this new world post-COVID-19? That's something we'll all be working together to try to figure out. In addition, I hope you'll answer the following questions in the affirmative and with great conviction. In other words, first, am I ready to use the education and the experience that I gained at Tech to inspire action not just by myself, but by others? Nothing is done by individuals. Everything is done by groups and teams and communities. Keep it in mind and remember to focus on it. Do I have an open and agile mind that's quick and creative as well as critical? Am I receptive to change, and do I adapt to it naturally and swiftly? I ask that you pledge to become doers, makers, and innovators of tomorrow with all those thoughts and questions in your mind. New York Tech is now your alma mater. We will be measured in a large part by you. That's right. Your accomplishments will accrue back to us as your alma mater and as your undergraduate or graduate institution. So our future and your future are inextricably intertwined. Your legacy is our legacy, just as is the legacy of all the students who have gone before you, ours, and whose footsteps you will now follow. Remember also that as new alums, it's important to have a few key points committed to memory that you can rattle off when someone asks you, where did you go to school? You seem very well educated. Here are a few things to say. Number one, I went to New York Tech. And did you know that New York Tech is ranked as one of the best regional universities in the North? Two, we have one of the highest social and economic mobility ratings of any school in the United States. And pay scale puts us in the top 15% of salary potential for all graduates. Three, our rankings in the Wall Street Journal Times Higher Education annual survey have skyrocketed. We've gone up fully almost 150 places in just 3 years. Four, as reported by USA Today, we have the most diverse student body of any university or college in the country. We're a top 50 university for fostering inclusion and diversity among that student body. And our individual school, number 5, and your college degree from it, those are both highly ranked based on employment outcomes, licensure pass rates, and other factors that substantiate the quality and the value of your programs. So your experiences at New York Tech will help guide you to guide others. And we will call on you to reach a hand back to those who follow you, to come back and to be mentors, and to be employers of new graduates, and just to be good friends. This is how our strong community can continue to reinvent the future together. Now connect with fellow alumni in a strong and successful global network of 104,000 people. Do it and use it to your advantage. Also, come back to us and participate in our university's transformation as we position ourselves to be one of the leading institutions in our region and throughout the country. Our quality programs can be influenced by you, just as can be our expert faculty, our research, and all the achievements of our students and our alumni. Celebrate those achievements together. Also, come back for fun, for a Bears game, when those will resume, and we know they will. Or to reminisce, but also come back to share your experiences and to celebrate your accomplishment, of course, beginning with today's accomplishment. It almost goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway, that today is special. And I do hope to see you on campus for our in-person commencement next May. So graduates, go forth today, be yourself, be successful, lead others, but also serve others. Inspire them and lift them using what you know and what you know how to do. Then come back and be role models to younger New York Tech students. They'll look up to you. You'll have an impact. One final note. I'd like to conclude with the inspiring words of an original doer, maker, and innovator, and that was Thomas Edison himself. He said, and I quote, "One might think that the money value of an invention constitutes its reward to one who loves that work. But I continue to find my greatest pleasure and my reward in the work that precedes what the world calls success." In other words, Thomas Edison said, it's not always all about the money. It's about much deeper things than that. So go out, find your success, and once again, congratulations from me as president of New York Tech, from all of the faculty who I represent, and all of the staff who care so much about you. Class of 2020, congratulations. And now, let's make this official. I will now ask Dr. Jerry Balentine, Dean of NYIT-Com and Vice President of Health Sciences and Medical Affairs, to present the candidates for doctoral degrees.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates to be awarded the Doctor of Physical Therapy degree. These candidates have completed the requirements for the degree and have been recommended by the faculty. They've performed with distinction, and I now ask you, by your official act, to confer upon them the Doctor of Physical Therapy degree.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the New York Institute of Technology and the Board of Regents of the University of the State of New York, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree as earned, together with all rights, titles, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining. Congratulations, doctors. You may swing your tassels to the left. I now ask Dr. Junius Gonzales, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, to present the candidates for master's degrees, advanced certificates, advanced diplomas, bachelor's, and associate's degrees.
Mr. President, I now have the honor to present the candidates in the class of 2020 to be awarded master's, bachelor's, and associate degrees, advanced certificates, and advanced diplomas in the following schools, colleges, and center: the School of Architecture and Design, the College of Arts and Sciences, the College of Engineering and Computing Sciences, the School of Health Professions, the School of Management, and the Center for Global Health. Mr. President, the candidates have completed the requirements for the degrees and have been recommended by the faculty. They have performed with distinction, and I now ask you, by your official act, to confer upon them these degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the New York Institute of Technology and by the Board of Regents of the University of the State of New York, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree as earned, together with all rights, titles, privileges thereunto pertaining. Congratulations, graduates. You may swing your tassels to the left. I would now like to recognize those graduating with a master's degree with distinction. You have earned a cumulative quality point average of at least 3.5. At this time, we would like to honor those bachelor's and associate degree recipients graduating cum laude. You have earned a cumulative grade point average of at least 3.2. And magna cum laude, with a cumulative grade point average of at least 3.5. And summa cum laude, with a cumulative grade point average of at least 3.7. Congratulations to all of you on these very impressive academic achievements. Now, we would also like to acknowledge our Honor Society members, our student award winners, and the overall class of 2020, who have all performed in an exemplary manner. Now, here's a special video tribute to and from our students, faculty, and staff members, New York Tech's community of doers, makers, inventors, and innovators who will reinvent the future together.
You know you wanna feel it. You know you wanna see it. Electricity gonna flow. We're pushing up the ceiling. Tell me what you're dreaming. Don't need no rules anymore. Flying higher than the sky is opening. You know you wanna feel it. You know you wanna see it. Electricity gonna flow. Let your body move. You go on and make your debut. Now we starting something. Gonna know your name. Nothing that we can do. No wall that we can't break through. Once it started.
2020.
Hello to New York Tech. This is Senator Chuck Schumer, and it's my honor to congratulate you, class of 2020.
I'm prepared to reinvent the future of electrical and computer engineering technology.
Hey, class of 2020, I just want to say congratulations and want to wish you the best in the future. Gonna miss you all.
I'm Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul. On behalf of Governor Cuomo, myself, and the entire state of New York, I want to offer my heartfelt congratulations to the class of 2020.
Congratulations, class of 2020. I just want to say I'm so very proud of you. I miss seeing you in the Student Activity Center, but look forward to welcoming you back soon as alumni. Bye-bye.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. I know this is a difficult time for many people. You're not having your normal celebration of your graduation, coronavirus, the protests. There are so many real problems that we face in the world today, but you are up to the challenge. You can change the world.
Congrats, class of 2020. You made it.
Wow, that was really terrific. It was wonderful to see so many familiar faces and such wonderful memories that we've made here together. So before we conclude today and move on to the virtual school and college ceremonies, there are two additional groups we must acknowledge. First, all of the family members and other loved ones who have contributed to you and supported you as you've gone through this journey towards graduation. Congratulations and acknowledgments go to them. And two, to the New York Tech faculty and staff whose personal and professional dedication have contributed to the success of all of you. To all of those people, I say thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, President Foley. I hereby declare the 2020 virtual commencement ceremony concluded.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. Please use the links below to view the school and college ceremonies, which include individual slides of the graduating students.